Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do, I have right here a 2x4. This was from a pallet, but it used to be a 2x4. Now this thing about a 2x4, kind of the cool thing that I like about a 2x4, it doesn't matter if you buy this 2x4 in Canada, it doesn't matter if you buy it in the States. It doesn't matter even how short you cut the 2x4, that 2x4 right there is always going to have a twist in it. It's kind of a nice thing when I'm away from home to always have that constant. Now, what we're going to do here, we're going to cut half a heart out of there. Now, what I just said there, good enough. That's going to be a term I use quite a bit in the seminar as well. Okay, so that right there, there's some softness in there. The spot is my dip. That's not going to rock when I cut that now. So now I am good to go on my bandsaw. Now I'm going to use my artistic talent here, and I'm going to try to cut half of a heart. My first attempt this morning wasn't very good, but we'll see how we do this time. I know that that gap right there, this is my half a heart. I know that that gap right there I made is 32 thousandths of an inch wide. That means I have to cut a 32 thousandths of an inch wide veneer. I'm just going to true it up here. This has a little bit of a twist in it. I'm just gonna guess. Okay, so that's gonna be close enough for what we're doing. Okay, so what am I gonna cut here? Are any of you guys familiar with hot pipe bending? You may be. Basically, you get a steel pipe, you get a blowtorch, you heat up that steel pipe with a blowtorch, and you can actually bend a piece of wood like this around that hot pipe. Now, basically what's happening, this particular piece of wood, it's going to have lignum between the fibers. When I heat up that lignum, it's essentially glue. I'm allowing those fibers to actually slide. They're going to slide kind of like this. Alright. So actually, you could bend a 3/16 hunk of wood around a 1-inch pipe, which is kind of cool. So that right there is going to be close enough for what we're doing here. Okay, that glue is going to almost act like a lubricant. Okay, so we're going to put some glue on here. Get it out there. Oh yeah, there we go. So we'll glue that up. Normally I don't use quite this much. Oh, that's terrible. That's going to slide right in there. Okay, so we'll tighten that maybe up here. Oh yeah, that's nice. This might be some of my finer work here. Tighten that up. And that is my half a heart. Okay. Now, I said earlier, my last attempt at the heart this morning didn't go so well. I kind of made an oval. So that right there could be the inside of a raised panel door. That right there could be a breadboard. If I make a couple walnut ends on there or oak ends on there, that just gives you an idea of what I'm doing here. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to make, very simple. I'm going to make a bowl. Now, a lot of guys, they have a circle cutter. Circle cutter, you're going to have a pin on the bottom. The only thing I don't like about that, if your wood, once again, is not perfectly flat in the bottom, that wood rocks, it'll bind the blade. When you bind the blade, you get drift. Now the way I got this guy set up, I got a screw in the top, I got a pin on the bottom. That means I got to have exactly in the center a 3/16 hole to make this thing work. Now to find the exact center, I've already told you a little bit about this, but we're going to guess. Okay, now I don't have a 3/16 fit. Here's another really good tip. I'm going to go in, I'm going to wiggle that bit. Somewhere in that hole, that's 3/16. Okay, that'll be close enough. So, we're going to go in, when I go in that hole, when I bottom out, that'll be all set up, ready to go here. So we'll lock that in here. We're just going to do that. Call it good, lock it up. And we're going to cut a bowl here. We're going to make this bowl as big as I can. But it's amazing how little damage was done to the wood here. Gorgeous. Now, that's the outside of my bowl. That's the easy part. Now the next part, very simple. I'm just going to slide that in. I'm going to make it about a 1/2 inch thick. So that right there is the outside of my bowl. It's going to be a pretty neat little bowl. Now to get the next part, a little more challenging. It doesn't really matter. You can do the same thing. Now, I got this little ripper here. This works beautiful for this. Each one of these claws hold by 4 different points. So if I go 2 claws there, 2 claws there, that's going to line up perfectly. Lock that in. Now, I'm going to basically follow the sapwood line of this piece of wood. That's going to be my top. So that right there will be the top of my bowl. That's the bottom. It's going to kind of fall through just because of the thickness of the blade. So that's what the inside of my bowl looks like here. Now the top, much like the bottom, just goes right like that. So we call that a live edge top bowl. Now I make these all the time in Canada. I sell them. When you do go to glue this thing up, the one thing that you should know about ditch wood, generally it's not kiln dried. It's usually well above 20% moisture. So you're going to actually glue it up first. You're going to put that with type on 3, it's waterproof, it'll still glue up. You're going to put that in the microwave after you glue it up for 1 minute shot, 10 minutes total. You're going to want this thing warm. You don't want it on fire, so don't put it in for 10 minutes all at once. The other thing that's beautiful about the microwave, especially if you're planning on eating out of this, that's going to help kill off all the little critters that are living in there. So, that right there is my little ditch wood bowl. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Thanks for coming to my seminar. Sorry it's a little rusty yet, but that's okay. So, thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry.